What's up to whoever might be watching? My name's Justine. In today's video, I'm listening to my comments because I got quite a few comments to check out this up-and-coming artist. His name is SLAYR. I feel like he's been getting like a lot of like hype in the underground. I was looking up like a little bit about him, and the fact that he was born in 2007. I can't believe I was born in 1999, and I can't believe like so many of the artists that I do on my channel now are literally younger than me. I don't know, it makes me feel some type of way. But anyways, apparently though, he's a rapper, singer from Philadelphia, and he started gaining a lot of traction after dropping his project Halfblood. So I'm going to probably just for this video, just listen to Halfblood. There is Halfblood Blood Lux. I don't know if that's like the second one. Okay, I think it's like a deluxe version, but since this is kind of like a first listening video, like I just want to kind of get introduced to him, I'm going to just listen to Halfblood. This came out November 5th, 2025. It's 11 songs for 27 minutes. So I'm gonna listen to that, see if it's something that I vibe with, that I like, and potentially do like the deluxe version as well too. But yeah, I really honestly haven't heard anything like on TikTok, or like I really have no idea what he's gonna sound like. I really don't know what to even think going into this. But I feel like I've tried to be more mindful of like reading my comments and seeing what my audience like suggests to me, especially because I feel like people on my channel at this point know my music taste so well. So if you guys are telling me like, oh, you would really like this artist, then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna listen. And I'm gonna give it a chance. So that is what today's video is going to be. If you wanna listen along with me, then just keep on watching. Oh, and before I get into it, I gotta tell you guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching on your TV, pause it, go subscribe, and hype the video. All that stuff really helps me out. So thank you guys so much, and let's get into it. Okay. So let's go ahead and hop in. The first song is Love Blur. I'm like super like eager right now.
You found another person to love, but I can't be without my lover. It was all my fault, and I know that you're changed your mind. And just let me again, hug me. A minute for me, a minute. Brain bleed, I'm having brain bleed. 'Cause I'm only ever thinking about you. What the fuck do he amount to? You think he better than me? What I gotta do to show you? Never had love for me. Pop these hands, I ain't the one for me. I'm leaving, that's what you want from me. I'm freezing, she got my heart on ski. I'm leaving, since there is none for me. I'll be there, she won't get something to me. I see them, they want me just like me. To see that you found another person to love, but I can't be without my lover. It was all my fault. I'll change your mind. And let me again, hug me again like you used to.
Okay, not what I was expecting. It was actually more like upbeat than I was expecting. I think in all honesty, I was kind of maybe expecting a little bit more of like rage or like trap or like a Ken Carson, Yeet, Opium type of sound, just because, I don't know, I just feel like because it's so popular. Yeah, this is not what I was expecting, but I don't dislike it. It's very interesting. Like I said, it's like that upbeat vibe. Okay, let's keep going.
Bloodshed, gotta cut for the substance. To that boy Zeus, he raised the wrong son. He may got static, but I got a gun. Pissed off, club never waste my time, always let me call. Have blood, nigga, have God. Let me God, have blood, God, have blood, God. This association, I can't feel my face.
hate to like stop it, but wait, this is not what I was expecting at all. The production on this is insane so far. Wow. I like feel like in certain ways in my brain I'm trying to make like connections. Like I just feel like, you know, your brain like automatically tries to like figure things out for you. Like, what does this sound like? What does this remind me of? Like my brain is trying to make those connections, and like I kind of feel like very vaguely like this reminds me of something. I almost like want to vaguely say this reminds me of Speaker Knockers a little bit, but like I don't know why. But maybe some of the projection, but this is very, very interesting. I am enjoying this. But yeah, my brain is like trying to make a connection to something. But yeah, this is pretty unique. This is not what I was expecting at all.
No way that she get down. Let off another round. I smoke another pound. Second round, I'ma knock her. No way to make you mine. What's the cost? I buy it now. My brain tell me the song, don't gotta write it down. It's so big it fit everybody. Come outside like a family couple symbols. The best you get, I'm never two. One, I'm never two. Number one, I'm never two. Fuckin' with me, gonna leave with a tooth gone. Fuckin' with me, gonna leave with a bruise. She wanna throw that little pussy on top of me. Little do she know I'm alright. Got the bass blasting, be aware when you're around me. Hear that bass, hear that bass. You not safe, yeah. Hear that bass, bitch. Don't tell me what you are, all a sloppy jaw. No way that she get down. Let off another round. I smoke another pound. Second round, I'ma knock him out this time. You said you love me, but you never gave a single sign. I'm always gonna forget. Think that you know me, feeling like a man today, little most. I don't give a fuck what she said, don't expose. Twin like me, you want all smoke, twin like me, you get that dope. I'm out reach no such thing, ho. Slay never back down from the fuck. I go spin that show my growth. Never go down that slippery slope. I never go down that so my hope. Tryna beat me, might as well hit the rope, nigga. Try to think bigger, just widen the scope. Bitch, I'm rolling up, though, that came out Everett. Italy, help me go, that's my new antidote. Moving way off the grid, all devices remote. Ain't no time to devote to this shit, get real. This shit so gas, better call her Pico. And I don't want depot, cause she got some cheap dope. Nigga, fuck her, she cold, bitch, I want a mean coat. Up on a yacht, that's my favorite drink. Don't want a Nicki Minaj, that's my favorite drink. Ho, I remember when Shawty asked you to deep down, now she with a boss, what I want.
I'm the best fucker alive. I'm the best fucking rapper alive. I'm the best rapper alive.
Okay, I'm pausing it now because I know it's going to transition into the next song. What the hell is going on? Yo, what the fuck? That was so fire. Sloppy Joe into Never Go Down. Okay, I like the vibe been getting so far, and then he like switches it up and he's like actually like spitting really fast. Like just the switch up of like styles and cadence and everything. That was really, really good. Like he did that I mean, all of these transitions have been really good so far, and even like going into this next one. Damn, I'm really liking this so far.
Dragons in the fall, you is not a real slayer. Nigga, check my protocol. I ain't never seen swag, you was just an oddball. So much money, built a skyscraper, fuck with Bob Saw. He don't got no more, risk than me pop. Some of niggas serving crashes like they fucking pop. Serving crack, I get that 80s on your nose, man. Serving crack, I get that 80s on your nose. So I cannot keep it 100. I'm the elephant inside the room, I'm going Dumbo. Baby, can you glide so? Pull, cut smoke, turn this pretty gun pro. Watch so pissy, 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 watch so pissy.
I mean, If you know me at all, you already know what I'm about to say right now. Easily my favorite song on the album so far. You guys know, you know this is my preferred sound. You know this is what I rock with. You know that I'm obsessed with this song. This, wow, I'm pretty blown away so far. Like, honestly, I'm really glad the album started in the tone that it did, because it kind of like threw my expectations off, but in a good way. Because, you know, like everything is just so predictable and like boring sometimes, so that when something like really catches you off guard and grabs your attention and surpasses your expectations, like it's that's what this album is doing so far. I think if this was like first on the album, I would have been like, okay, like I know what to expect. I mean, still would have liked it obviously, but I'd be like, okay, like, but I like the way that this is flowing. This is really like keeping my attention. I really, really enjoyed that last song, but the album as a whole is flowing very, very well so far. Like it's keeping you on your it's keeping the listener on the toes, or on their toes, you know. So okay, let's keep going.
I save your life. Wanna see it pass by. Sometimes wanna end my hell, and I wanna end my heaven. Cause I know she good inside, and I know she treat me right. We just had to take our time. Pussy not my kind, stuck in it. Can you be my world for one night? Trip you down and down. Best for you and me, I know you'll find it.
He has a really good voice for singing as well too. You guys already know though, that's like not what I tend to gravitate to with rappers. Like, I mean, I don't know, outside of like Don Toliver, I'm trying to think like what rappers that I like love when they sing. Not many. I kind of just feel like you know, but I mean, honestly, he has a nice voice though. It doesn't sound bad in this. I'm just like, I don't know, I just love rap, you know, and I just like kind of prefer that, especially when I know like someone can do it very, really well. But I will say these two are actually like pretty enjoyable. His voice was really good, and it sounded well all together. But let's keep going.
Oh, I'm fighting for your love, but that don't seem like what you want. Tell me what is bothering you if you want. Down and up. My first love was so classy, yet she never gave a fuck. I only told her one thing, fuck your man. I wanna be her only man, that's the plan.
I like that one. Why does that remind me of something too? He's reminding me of someone that I can't like put my finger on. Maybe I'll remember, but yeah, something about this is like triggering something in my brain. I don't know. But anyways, I like this like when it's like more like singing, rapping like this like I'm cool with, you know, when it's like the straight up singing. Not that I'm not cool with it, but like most of the time I just kind of get bored after a little bit. But like this style I like. Okay, I'm interested to hear this next song. It's Death by MP3. So I'm assuming this would be like more like Rage just by the title, but I don't know. Every time I try to guess these, I'm wrong. So let's just see.
I understand I did you wrong, but that's not all. I swear they not my type. I can't trust me, no hope. But like run me, bulldoze. Then you I'm going back. Run me, my dog. 18 years old. My dog, rise, get that bag. Not your bag, you can't even brag. Game time, nigga, there's no more lag. Shit go Maru, this shit is drag. I can't fight for that bullshit you doing. Money and swag, them shit tireless. A bitch, I'm a talking this hoe and then right to your hoe, I'm a sing. I put a perk in my body, can't say it feel good, cause I don't feel a goddamn thing. Yeah, she said that she tired of me. Tell me why your friend wanna talk. Tell me why your friend wanna go. Bling, 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 my stones on rock. Shit, she just chose and cross. Green, green, green.
Okay, I don't know why it's taking me this many tracks. I already kind of said it earlier, but this is not what I was thinking before on like what this, his voice reminds me different of what like the production reminds me of. Let me just say that. But definitely, I'm definitely getting like Ken Carson inspiration here. And Ken Carson is one of my favorite artists. So when I say that, I don't mean that in a bad way. That's just what I'm getting. Like his actual like voice and sound, maybe it's just the auto tune, but he does sound like Ken Carson. But I mean, again, I love Ken Carson. So that to me, that's a compliment. But even when I say that, I'm just making a comparison. Like I said, your brain like just wants to make those comparisons. Like, what does this sound like? What does this remind me of? So that's what it kind of like reminds me of, but it's definitely like definitely has its own appeal to it. Looks like we have 2 more here though, so let's finish the album and then we can talk about our final thoughts.
You was in my life like it's yours, it don't belong to you. Fighting for my life in a 2-person scramble. Depending on my life, now you walking in shambles. Just because I told you my goals, don't my wrist froze on me, your wrist getting froze. I want you on your own thing, don't worry about what I'm on. And if you wanna go sing, I understand that I'm wrong. I'll never play. Oh no, come on to try way harder. Someone wake me up, splash my face with water. Left her out to dry like she not someone's dog. I feel stuck in my feels. What is this I feel? I thought love wasn't real. My body ain't so much. Thought I could just leave it on no case. Now I'm free. I miss you. Keep on calling, keep me up. Keep on calling, keep me up. What's your
This already sounds really good. I like the melodic like switch up in that last song. I just feel like this album is a really good showcase of his abilities so far and what he can do. Like the songs have had a lot of different things going on in them, and he's been very versatile in this. Like he has shown that he can approach all these different songs in the right way and like put his own spin on it. I mean, I don't know how many projects he's had before this, but that's like very, very impressive. I'm just kind of going based off his age, because what if he's 2007, what is he, 20 right now, 19? Anyways, so I'm just like, damn, that like talent for such a young age. I don't know how long he's been doing music, but that's very, very impressive. So we got 1 more here and then we'll talk about it.
I'm so high, get it, he's strong. Baby, shot a box, some keystone. If you can't watch, can't you leave me alone? You know, Slate gon' be your type, that bitch said it's strong. No, that boy don't got no job, no, he don't got no loan. Fine shit gon' get me top, I get that bitch alone. Every song is off the top, somehow I talk the most. How that bitch hit, do my spit, bad that bitch, I swipe my spit. Close on legs, I don't want no digging, all that shit, yeah. Let's go Motorola. Shoot these Drake like a game, I got no controller. Take this mask off, not the same, can't wait for October. Take this mask off, not the same, can't wait for October. Slay out of space, we bout to floor, yeah. I don't give a fuck with no speed, bro. Yeah, I'm not no John Cena, I make sure they seen us. Don't forget a damn thing, might as well get some peanuts. Different keys for different speeds, you know you gotta keep up. Different heat stroke. Deep shot a box, some keystone. If you can't watch, can't you leave me alone? You know, Slate gon' be on top, that bitch said it's stone. That your bitch is full of rocks, got it feeling stone. Heard that boy trying to box, title, take it home. Know that boy.
Damn, that was a really good first listen. I will definitely say that he caught me off guard, and I am actually very impressed. Like, I was not expecting this album to be as versatile as it was, and I really, really enjoyed it, actually. What I will say, in a way, this kind of reminds me of like young Ken Carson, like I said, just the way he sounds. But what I think that he brings to the table is that he has a lot more, he showcases a lot more ability, and he has like different sounds and different melodies and different approaches to songs. I think that's good. And I think that's good to do that as an artist, especially like at the beginning, because if you're not like set on like one sound, like that's what I think. It's hard because everybody's different, right? Like for artists, like I'm just gonna use Ken Carson as an example. Like his like true sound, like I feel like now people like love him so much and are so obsessed with that sound that he has, that like if he were to steer off a little bit, they're not gonna like that. I mean, a freaking perfect example of this is Yeat. Like Yeat had his like Up to Me, To Alive, like that era, and then once he started like kind of like changing his sound a little bit, I want to say that started with like 2093, and then obviously like ADL is a good album. Like The Hate is like so not necessary. Like it's not a bad album, but what it is it's not just sticking to his original sound. He's growing, he's expanding, he's doing more things. So I feel like the cult fan base is not like loving that when it comes to Yeat, but like more of the masses can enjoy his music now, or probably will enjoy his music. So the reason I'm saying that is because with this album, since there is so much versatility off the bat, like my brain is not putting him in a box right now. Like I'm thinking like, oh, I could get this sound from him, I could get this sound from him, I could get, you know, like I could get singing, I could get rapping, I could get rage, I could get like more melodic sounds. Like my brain is not putting him in a box. Like again, I'm initially just saying like some of the autotune sounds like Ken Carson a little bit, but I wouldn't even put him in that category. Like I'm not putting him in a box, you know? So that could potentially be better for him long term, because if he wants to continue like changing his sound, which I don't think there's anything wrong with, like think of how much you just change your damn self. So like obviously an artist is gonna change their music that they're making because they're growing and they're becoming a new version of themselves every single day. So I think this might actually give him an advantage in terms of like, you know, people not necessarily putting him in a box or categorizing him too much. So then they can't be like too mad when he does new things, because it's like, oh, well, you already know, like he has a lot of different variety on his album. So, you know that that's what he's going to bring to the table. So I think that could actually be a positive for him, and that could actually help him. With that being said, I do like this. It is really good and it's really refreshing, and honestly surpassed my expectations. Would I say, I don't know why I'm like getting angry. Would I say that I like this album more than like a Ken Carson album? Honestly, no. Like, because I like more of that rage sound. Like I fucking like A Great Chaos. Like that's my shit. Like you guys know that's my personal style. But I'm at a point too where it's like I don't have to like force myself to like anything. Like, yeah, I like that. It was good. And I will re-listen to that, but I already know there's going to be certain things that I gravitate towards more, because that's just my preferred style, you know? So it's totally okay to have your own opinions and preferences. Like I have preferences in music, and I'm so biased to what my ear enjoys. But I also can say like, this was good. I will re-listen to it. But like I said, like, is this on the same level for me personally as like A Great Chaos, To Alive, or like fucking Whole Lotta Red? Obviously no. But I can see the appeal. I can see why people like this. And I do enjoy it. And like, I think this is the start of a great career that we're gonna see, you know, or at least, you know, I hope so. So yeah, I really enjoyed this though. I'm excited to see like where he goes from this, because if he's making music this young at this level already, like he's this good already, I feel like it can only go up from here. So I'm excited. Let me know if you guys want me to do like the deluxe or like the rest of the songs. I'd definitely be interested too, because I'm like curious now. Like I want to see like, you know, what style he leans into more. Like I want to hear more of this. Like I feel like I don't have enough yet to have like a full formed opinion, but I'm like, okay, this was a nice introduction. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. You guys let me know down below in the comments what videos you want to see next. If you listen to him, let me know any song recommendations. And if this was your first time listening with me, let me know what you think. But yeah, don't forget to comment, leave all that good stuff down below. That is pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.